What's going on, faithfuls? How's everybody doing tonight? Good evening to you all. All right. Of course, the Red and Gold 24/7 is here. All right. And this, of course, is the 2025 NFL Draft completed. It's all completed. And we are going to talk about our draftees and our undraftees. All right. So, in that case, so this is going to be one of those kind of shows for just to talk about our draftees, of course, and plus, of course, I know we do the past, present, future, but of course, presented or not. Bleh. Of course, that's responsible from the Red Core 24/7. So, but yeah. So basically, that's what we're going to talk about. So we will be back as soon as we get done doing this little video, and we'll be getting started. All right. Okay, here we go, faithful. Stay tuned.
Ready, go, ready, go, ready, go, ready, go. Ready, go, ready, go, ready, go, ready, go. Yeah, you know what it is. Home of the West Coast offense. Frisco to Stockton, Modesto to Fresno, we get it poppin'. Reppin' my team, when you see me, you know everything. Ready, go, ready, go, ready, go.
Go. Boom. We are back, faithful. We are back. All right. All right. So basically, this is going to be talking about the draftees and undraftees. Of course, I'm waiting for some people to come in, and I just make sure everybody get their links first so we can get there here, get things going. So I know I send them all out, so I'm waiting for you guys to show up and we get this thing going. But yeah, basically that's what we'll be talking about. And of course, we are live right now on YouTube, Twitch, X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. And later on, we will be on Facebook. All right. So right now, I'm just waiting for some people to pop in. I just want to mistake that they're in here because I don't want to leave them out. But yeah. So the draft, like I said, the draft has been completed, and of course, we had 11 total picks, and actually, it was the most. It was the most picks that were actually in the 2025 NFL draft this year. The 49ers and the Baltimore Ravens. They both had 11 picks. And before I start bringing people in, just wanted to let you know about the picks that the 49ers mostly are the only team out of the whole NFL that we did not move one time. We didn't trade one time at all through the whole draft. Every pick that we had was in on spot on their number that they had before the draft started. Now, to be honest about this, now if you think about it, if you were alive back then, I heard this from a reliable source. Of course, David Lombardi. I'll plug his name, David Lombardi. Excuse me. Of course, it's history. Actually, I should say it's history. Their first 5 picks were defense. Okay, we have not done 5 straight defensive picks since 1981. All right, 1981. And you come think about it. If you think about it, that's when we got Ronnie Lott. I know I was a few years old when it happened. I was a few years old, but I was alive. And of course, I saw the catch, and that's what drew me to the 49ers. And I became a 49er fan since then. There's no way I was not backing out of his team. There was a lot of other people saying to me, "Oh, why don't you just pick another team? The 49ers stink right now." I'm like, really? You're not gonna change my mind on my 49ers right now, okay? At all. That was back then, of course. But there's no way I was backing down my 49ers. That's my team, and that's what I grew up with. So basically, it's history. Okay, it's all history. So Basically, like I said, 2025 on the for draft is completed. It's history in its history books now, and we are about to talk about the draftees of the 11 draftees we had, and of course there were six. If I'm mistaken, there were six undraftees. Okay, and I will talk all about them. First, I want to bring in, of course, all the way from Texas. You know who it is. I see you in the background. I see you in the background. Yours truly, baby. Come on here, Jake.
What's up? What's going on, faithful? Welcome to the show. Good to be here.
Yeah, man. I was telling everybody about the history we had this past weekend. Oh
I
man, I
don't care
tell
what
you,
anybody says. I love this draft, man. I'm so happy right now. We'll talk
dude,
about it.
man, we have so much to talk about, especially the history. Oh my God, that's why I always say on Fridays it's past, present, future. That's where I came up with the name. That's the reason why I wanted it. So right now I'm just waiting for a few more people to come up, but they're begging to come in here, so I'm waiting for them to come in here now. So and we have a few people watching. So nice to meet you. Of course, you can catch me right there. Okay. At JMSY16A. Of course, yours truly, Jake Eastham. All right. At Super Beast 86. All right. So, Jake, what do you think about the darn draft?
Man, I'm feeling pretty good about our defense this year. I'll tell you that much, man.
You feel like getting a beer, right?
I love it. I
Dude,
love it.
this draft was unreal, man. It was unreal. Dude, I'm really happy that we addressed the defense. Like I said, people, I thought it was 27th. I'm sorry. I was wrong. Because I know David Barty actually corrected me because I actually watched some of his videos. We were 29th in the rush defense. We were 29th, man. We were bad last year. Bad. We kept on getting our butts all over the place. And I'm so glad that we changed it. You know, got this defense going. I know we only did one guard. One guard. I think it was a guard. It wasn't tackle. It wasn't a swing tackle. It was a guard. And I know I don't have names up right now, but I do have the names. I got the names all set up. Don't worry about it. I got it all set up. I'm gonna wait for people to come in. Now, of course, I got a message from
Connor
somebody.
Colby.
Okay, don't worry. I'll bring it up. Don't worry. I'll bring it up. I'm trying to wait till everybody pops in.
Good
I told
pick.
everybody. I told everybody between 10:30 my time. So, uh, oh god. Okay, well he's not making it. Okay, so one guy's not making it in. Okay, all right. So far it's gonna be probably me and you, man. So far, so until everybody shows up. So, all
Hey,
right.
whatever, man. We're here
Okay.
for the faithful.
Okay, faithful. Here we go, babies. Here we go. The first one, I might as well do it this way. Might as well do this. I want. I really don't want to show
Just
it
pull up
over
the
the
graphic.
screen. I know. I got to pull up some graphics.
Like my Super Bowl cup, I always drink out of every day.
Wrong one. That's the wrong one. There's the
It's
right
like
one.
wore out.
Okay, here we go. See if I do this right. Hope I did it
Wore
right.
out.
And what we got? Oh, wrong side. Wrong side. Wrong side. I think. Ugh, I got you. Hold on. There you go. Much better. Can you guys see that? All right, make it wider. Make it wider. There you go. A little wider. I know I could probably make it longer and wider, but it'd be hard for me to do. But I'm gonna try to do it best I can, but I don't think I can, to tell you the truth. But yeah. Here's our wonderful draft picks. Yeah, I don't think I could do it. It won't let me do it. Nah, it won't let me do it even. All right, whatever. All right. So I know I know how to use a computer, people. Don't worry. I know how to use one. I thought maybe I can make it better. But you can see that, right, Jake?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, me, I can't really see it myself. Tell you the truth, I can't. But let me see here. Of course, our first pick over here, everybody can hear me because I got microphones messed up. First pick, of course, Mikael Williams, edge, and of course, second pick was Alfred Collins. Everybody didn't expect that at all. Everybody didn't expect that, dude.
Look, man. Alfred
Dude,
Collins, dog.
yeah, he did straight. Dude, I
Dude,
watched.
strong.
I
Very
watched
strong.
every. I watched every video. I watched all their introductions, dude.
We're so ready, man. Our defense is going to be stout this year. Yes,
uh,
sir.
I'm so excited about this draft, man.
And young. Oh, youth.
They're hoping that Nick Martin, linebacker, will take the place of Greenlaw. And I know I have some new bad news for you all, okay, for all the 49er fans out there that they love Greenlaw. Well, he got hurt. Just so you know, he got hurt. he hurt his groin. Pretty sure that's what it was, right, Jake? If I remember correctly.
Who?
Greenlaw. Remember
Oh,
he got hurt?
you mean his Achilles?
No. He I think he strained his groin or something.
He got hurt again?
Yeah. You didn't
I'm
see
not
that?
aware. Nope, not aware. I told y'all he was going to get hurt though.
Go next or Twitter, whatever how you want to call it.
Hey, I don't even want to speak on that because we got our own problems right now.
I got you. I'm trying to make you see this, but it's not making you full. Oh, are you? Is your phone straight up or sideways?
Sideways.
That's the reason why. If you're straight up, it'll probably go long ways, wide ways.
I can see it.
Okay, as long as you can see it, we're good. Yeah,
I had to turn it sideways so I could read it.
Okay, no problem. I know that's the way I made it. I had to make it that way. Okay, well, yes, Greenlaw got hurt again. Okay. He's expected to probably miss time. So everybody, I saw all the comments. Everybody's expecting, oh, this was bound to happen. Oh, we won this one. I'm like, people, don't prey on injuries.
Yeah, dude. No, Greenlaw's a great player, and he plays as hard as he can, and sometimes that gets you hurt, but it also gets results when you're on the field, and he will be missed.
Okay. From all the way from Louisiana. Keep on butchering your name there, Dion. Come on here, Dion. Come on here, Dion. You're in, brother.
Hey, what's going on, man? Happy Army Day. In the Army, we say every day is a holiday, man. Yep, straight out of Leesville, Louisiana. Currently stationed at some people may know it as Fort Polk, but it is Fort Johnson, Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
Good draft. Great draft, man. Even Grant Cohen said it was a good draft. You know it got to be a good draft. He said it's a good draft.
I'm gonna have to change my answer.
Oh man.
Hold on, guys. I'm gonna do something better. Hold on, guys. I got something better for you. I had a backup plan. Here's my backup plan right there. I know it covers you up there, Dion. I'm sorry, but it's a little bigger that way people can see it.
Just put me on the bottom. No one wants to see me anyway.
I got my phone charging, so that's why.
You asked for it.
All good, man. Yeah.
Got my NFL shirt on. Oh, hey, this is a great look. Look, my kids got me this shirt right for Father's Day. Man, you know what? Let me just show it to you.
Show it again. Now straight. Now it was backwards. Now straight. I had to change it around for you. Oh, that was nice, man. That was nice, dude.
That's amazing.
So look, it got me on there, and then it got my kids. So it got like a Nick Bosa. If you can see it a little bit closer.
Debo. Is that Debo or that? Oh, Dion. Oh, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Dion.
19, 97, 85, man, all the critical.
Oh, man. It looks beautiful, bro. It looks beautiful.
Look at that. Got the Fred Warner, Kittle. Nice. I love it. But
man. It got my kids' name for every person that's back there. So it got me, Debo. It got number 97, Nick Bosa as a Saya.
Take that off real quick while you're doing this. Sorry.
George Kittle.
George
Kittle, Sanaya, my daughter. And then Tristan is Fred Warner, my son. Amazing. So real nice shirt.
I had to put you sideways. I had to put you the other way because your mirror on my side was backwards. I had to readjust you that way people can see it better now.
Gotcha.
Now you're straight.
Yeah, it's a good shirt though. Good Father's Day gift.
I like that.
That's amazing.
Fucking real, man. All right. Well, we got into as you were coming in, we were talking about Greenlaw. You know what happened to him, right? You see what happened to him?
Yes, towards quadricep, and like I said in the chat,
Jake didn't know about it. He didn't know about it yet.
I hadn't heard
I said in the chat, 2021, he missed the whole season towards groin.
Yeah,
and then he recently towards Achilles, and now you have a torn quadricep muscle. Hey man, it might be time to think about retiring, bro.
That's messed up.
He's still so young. He needs to really get himself into shape before he just throws himself back out there. He's been laying around with injuries.
Well, this is the problem when you have an Achilles tear, right? When you have an Achilles tear, it's not strong. So the weaker parts of your body is forced to, the strong parts of your body is forced to overcompensate for the weak part. So that's why when you have a torn ACL or an Achilles injury, you continue to get injured.
Yeah. I'm literally just coming off of an Achilles injury myself. There's my boot on the floor down there.
And then you got pride that takes over. You got people probably looking at you like, come on, homie, we need you, man. We need you. And you try to come back at 9 months and 11 months, knowing you really should be out for 14. I'm dealing with it right now in the Army with a torn rotator cuff, and I've only had surgery 5 months ago. And people are looking at me like, come on, Sergeant, we need you. And I'm like, bro, I can't do it.
Yeah, you need me for the short amount of time, or do you need me back 100%?
They want you to put in 100%, but your body ain't ready. That's how people continuously get injured. That's why he had the groin injury against, who was it, the Rams when he played the first half?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He had he came against the Rams and he was starting to have a calf strain. Yep. His calf was hurting. And dude, I mean, I'm the same way. My right calf, my left Achilles was messed up. My right calf hurts like hell just trying to walk around now because it's been taken, it's hitting the ground every step I take. It's taken all the punishment for 6 to 7 months. And now I'm finally getting to where I'm barely able to like walk around without a boot on, and everything is weak. And my right leg is overused and beat up, and my back's hurting and stuff from it. It's yeah. I mean, it's just adds up, you know.
Yeah, and the first symptoms from an Achilles injury, if you have one, you're gonna feel it in your lower calf, and you're gonna think it is a calf strain. Probably 90% of the time, it's probably Achilles. That Achilles is tight and is pulling down on that calf. So whenever a person is about to have a calf injury, you will always feel it. I mean, an Achilles injury, you always feel it in your calf first.
And now he's got a quad. Probably because he went out and tried to go too hard, man. He ain't ready yet. Poor guy. He's going to miss time again. I mean, I knew this was going to happen, whether it was us or him. And I think that Kyle and them knew too, hey, we can't pay him. He's probably going to get hurt again if we throw him out there next year. Is what it is. I mean, they tried to keep him, but they weren't about to break the bank, you know?
Yeah. That's a lot of injuries, man, in the span of 4 years, from 2021, tearing a groin to tearing an Achilles to tearing a quad.
If you're just coming off an injury and you're looking for a new job, you're not going to tell them all the details, right? But the people who you were working with when you got hurt, they got all the medical records. They know what you look like. They know what you're going to be able to do, and you're probably going to miss time, and it's probably not a good idea to just throw the load on you, you know?
Corn Alexander, very talented linebacker.
About him.
Very talented. Tore his pectoral muscle, man. Hurt by that, man. He was just as good as Drake Greenlaw, to be honest with you. Corn Alexander was really good when healthy.
He was very good. I really liked him.
Yeah.
I hate when he left.
Yeah. He's still in the league too. Made a comeback. Yeah, he's still playing, still balling.
Oh, I'm glad you put those back up there because there's a certain guy that I really want to talk about.
I know we'll get to all of them. We'll get to all of them. Don't worry, we'll get to all of them. Don't worry about that. Okay. I was saying, I know it's too small for you. That's the reason why I made this one because I know.
I'm dying to get into these drafts.
Can you see it there, Dion?
Yeah, I can see it.
So many people complaining.
Okay. Well, I know we were talking about Nick Martin. We got done talking about the first two. Nick Martin he's supposed to take over for Greenlaw, but they got to try him out and see how he does. But when I saw all their interviews when they first did their intros, I know one guy, Upton Stout, he was ecstatic when he got his call. I couldn't believe it. John Lynch said it was the most exciting call that they have done since they started this whole thing.
He didn't even know he was so excited he didn't know who he was talking to. He kept calling Jed York coach.
You got a dog.
I've been excited too, man. I'd have shit my pants, man.
Look, he's fiery, but when they picked that man at 5'8", I said, what in the HELL are we doing? Who is he going to cover? If we go into the red zone, you're 5'8", bro. Who's he going to cover? Because he's looking to take the nickel spot. And it was like, oh, he's similar to K1 Williams. I'm like, he's fiery. You watch him on tape. He runs around and hit people, but you're 5'8". Like, why would you draft that guy? I don't get it, but I'll say it.
You know, those guys eat up the middle of the field like that. Guys
Ooh.
like that come in on the nickel
Mm-hmm.
and they'll eat up the middle of the field and the quarterback can't see them.
I got you. Okay. That's if he has that. Well, he looks pretty good. Like he can
If
run
they're gonna
down the
play a nine
ball.
wide zone, man, he's gonna eat up some space. All we can do is hope it translates, because it's a lot easier to cover in college than it is in the NFL.
That safety we drafted, though, that safety looks good. I don't know if y'all watched the tape on him from Kansas State.
Oh yeah,
That guy is
I've been
good. I don't know
watching
how he fell
these
down
guys'
that far.
highlights.
Man, that guy's really good, bro. Day one starter.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna have to be.
Yeah.
Mustafa's out.
Even if you had Mustafa on the field, I would still have that guy as a day one starter. I would start him over what's the guy we got? Jaheir who?
Jair Brown.
Jair
I
Brown.
would start
But
him over
now
Jaheir
they're
Brown.
both going to be playing. They're both going to be playing.
He's really good though. He can cover better than Malik Mustafa.
We're probably gonna have Jason Pinnock, and then we're gonna have Jair Brown out there, and then they're gonna work this guy in, and he'll probably be starting by the end of the year.
Single. What's his first name? It don't even matter. I was just studying him and watching his tape.
You're talking about the receiver?
Not Siegel, the Kansas State safety that we drafted.
Okay,
right there.
Marquez Siegel.
Thank you.
Yep.
Butcher's name. Sorry.
I'm not big on that receiver we took out of Ole Miss. But I'll save that. I don't want to take away.
He's a blocking receiver.
Yeah, I don't want to take away from the podcast, but you know.
It's all good, bro, man. It's all good. You're good.
Yeah, it's good, man. We want to hear it.
Well, look, that quarterback, right? That quarterback, I was like, why did we take that quarterback? And I started to study him. It's very similar to Brock Purdy. Got a lot of the Indiana passing records. But the most important or the most impressive thing about this guy had a torn ACL last season in college football and played through the entire season. That Rook guy that we drafted, quarterback from Indiana. Oh, he's tough as nails. Tough. And I'm guessing if he didn't have that torn ACL, maybe he would have got drafted in the 3rd or 4th round. But that guy's tough.
Yo, next guy I want to talk about, no matter what, is CJ West, defensive tackle.
Dude, this guy is the only defensive tackle in college football last year to have 50 pressures, and the only in the league 50 pressures and 50 run stops.
Best pick of the whole draft, CJ West, in my opinion. Best pick of the draft.
100%.
DJ Jones, baby. DJ Jones.
He's better than him. He's going to be better than him. He's going to be right exactly what we need up the middle, man.
Yep.
Talk about shoring up the run game.
His exact words, if I remember correctly, the run will stop. Be stopped. Run will be stopped. That's what he said.
I thought that was Alfred Blue. Alfred Blue said that.
No, CJ West.
CJ West said it? Okay.
Yep. I watched everything he said. Make sure.
Those are two big dudes, man. Those are two monstrous sized dudes, man. Those are some huge defensive tackles, bro.
You're talking about Collins, not Blue, right?
Alfred Collins, my bad.
Yeah.
I think I got
Blue is a running back that Dallas picked up, isn't he?
Yeah. Jada and Blue, who I love. I was still speaking that into existence.
Pretty sure it wasn't Alfred. No, it wasn't Alfred.
Hey,
it was CJ.
Hey, we just re-signed our third string running back. So we got 3, we got 4.
I see we signed somebody from Mississippi State. I can't remember the position. We've been signing a whole lot of undrafted free agents.
Undrafted free agents now, saying are we done with the draft picks here? Because I know.
No, I'll say this.
I didn't even know the stream had started. I didn't know. Like I came in, y'all were talking.
It's okay, man. Don't worry about it. You're in. You're good. You're good, dude. You're good. You're good.
Jordan Watkins, man. I'm good on that pick. I think he's going to be a good plug and play.
Michael Williams. I'm gonna just keep it real with you, man. Jalen Walker was right there. I have to look. It wasn't a sexy pick, right? Like Jalen Walker would have been a sexy pick, the one who went to the Atlanta Falcons,
Yeah, who does that?
who had 17 sacks, who played on the same defense with Georgia, could have been Dre Greenlaw's replacement. But I do listen to Chris Kasarik, I think, and Robert Saleh says Michael Williams is the best edge setter in the draft. So I don't know. Like I said, man, when you look at the tape, he doesn't really. Even that guy from Oklahoma State that we drafted, he jumps out on the tape. Michael Williams does not jump out on that tape. The guy from Texas jumps out on tape. CJ West most definitely jumps out on tape. Upton Stout jumps out on the tape. You watch some of his highlights. Michael Williams, I didn't see it, man. Jalen Walker jumped out.
I have a hard time feeling like with Robert Saleh in the room and John Lynch, the way that they evaluate talent. I mean, they did draft Javon Kinlaw, dog. And that was the sexy pick at the time. That's what everybody wanted. And we picked him up. And it stunk. And I think that they looked at it.
That pick was not sexy coming out of college that year.
Dude, I watched that draft, and everybody was talking about drafting Javon Kinlaw on the TV. Like, it was a nonstop talking point about him getting drafted. And when we took him, it was like, I wasn't happy about it. But,
well, I would be curious to see once they get into an NFL weight room, like they are already humongous. Williams is only 20 years old. He's going to grow as a man. You don't fully mature until you, 25?
Dude, that quarterback, he played for 7 years now. He's a 7-year quarterback, whatever. Or is that
was that Indiana?
No, I'm thinking, you know what I'm thinking about? I'm thinking of the Saints. They drafted a dude that played for 7 years.
Quarterback? They drafted the guy out of Louisville. I don't remember his name, but he was the Louisville quarterback.
He played for 7 years in college.
Yeah,
I didn't even know he could do
that. That Gabriel guy from Oregon with his records, college football records, I thought he would have got drafted sooner. Obviously, I thought Shador would have got drafted sooner. Miro going to Seattle, and they trade away Sam Howell. Sam Howell is a decent backup starting quarterback. He led the league in passing when he was with the Commanders when he started that year. Hold on, man. There's some weird stuff going on in this draft. Did his thing freeze up? Can y'all hear?
I'm dumb. I have myself mute. Sorry, my bad. I did it again. It's okay. Don't worry about it. I say, from Connecticut, Rich. Sorry, Rich.
Evening. How we doing?
Sorry, man. Sorry,
man. We're doing real good. How about yourself?
Excellent, man. Excellent.
Yeah, we're just going through the draft picks. So, what do you think about the draft there, Rich?
I got it like a B minus. That's kind of where I was as far as the overall. I figured out of the 11 picks, 4 of them are probably surefire, and the rest of them are kind of all over the place picks. I don't know why we needed, I don't know why we needed to draft a kick returner. Why
you
we
said
needed?
You don't know why?
I feel I don't feel like you draft those guys. That's just me. Those are guys you just pick up.
Well, I'm not trying to like bash your opinion, but the last good kick returner that we had that gave us any production was Ted Ginn Jr. Like, we need somebody in that spot, man. We need all 3 phases of the game.
No. I get what you're saying, but I don't feel like I don't feel like you draft those guys. You go and you get Ted Ginn. You don't draft him. You sign him as a free agent. You get a guy that's established. You need established guys. I don't like having rookies and first year guys and stuff like that being kick returners. It's like important. It's important.
Do you know Steve Smith?
Have
when he
you
first came
heard
in the
of
league?
Devin Hester?
Yes,
Yes.
he was drafted to
Yes.
Chicago.
Yeah, he was drafted.
I know. But those guys are so few and far between. I don't know, man.
Debo Samuel was a
Dante
kick
Hall.
returner.
Dante
He was
Hall was
drafted.
drafted to Kansas City.
Yep.
Yep.
Brian Westbrook, I think the Eagles. He was drafted to the Eagles.
Yeah, I remember his first play against Dallas. He dropped the ball on the goal line.
Steve Smith.
Monday night opener.
Steve Smith started his career out as a kick returner. His
Yeah.
very first time he touched the ball, he ran it back for a touchdown in Carolina.
I think if you want a kick returner, you got to go get him.
Yep.
I
But
mean,
our
I think the
special teams-
problem is we've been putting scrubs back there for so long. Our special teams has been suffering though, like
Last 2
severely.
years. Last 2 years, our special team's been awful.
What happened to the Odom guy we had that was special teams Pro Bowl? The safety.
He gone?
They just cut him, I think.
They cut him?
Yeah, I think they just cut him. Where were you guys at with that though? Like I said, I figure out of the 11 picks, Williams, Collins, Martin, and
Here you go.
CJ
Here you
West
go.
are all
Here you go.
home runs.
Here's your list.
Home runs.
I mean, I think Upton Stout's a
Or
pretty good pick.
at least they're going to be starters. They're going to be starters.
I mean, you got to understand that our starters are still kind of banged up, and we might have to play some of these guys.
Yeah, but like I said, Williams, Collins, Martin, and CJ West should be day one starters.
This Jordan Watkins kid is a big body receiver. He goes up and gets the ball.
No, and I think he's going to have a chance to play until Ayuk gets back.
Jordan
Yeah,
James
he'll have
is
a
a
chance to
physical
play.
player. He's a very hard running guy. Did you know Jordan James had 0 fumbles?
Yep.
No, dude, he's
0 fumbles.
What's going to be good for him is blocking out of the backfield. That's what's going to be. It's what's going to be good for him. Is Brock being able to actually stand back there and have a running back who can actually pick a blitzer up.
Sounds like a good pick to me.
Oh yeah, but
it's a great pick. But knowing Kyle Shanahan, I just hope he doesn't run Christian McCaffrey into the ground because when Jordan Mason, before he got playing time, Jordan Mason averaged almost 6 yards a carry, but hardly got any carries as long as Christian McCaffrey was in the game.
You know what? I don't know how much of that wasn't Christian McCaffrey's doing. He just wants to be out there on every down.
Well,
this is the thing though. You also have him catching the ball at the backfield. You don't just have carries.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like
I agree. Mason should have got a lot more playing time, and maybe McCaffrey wouldn't have got hurt the way he got hurt.
He overuses him, and he doesn't get. The guy needs a blow. Throw him in the slot and put a running back in the field, in the back, and let CMC get a lot more touches. Where he's not trying to run between the tackles. I want to see him more in open space. That's how you're going to be able to conserve that guy's body.
But it would be it's going to be dangerous if you put Garendo and CMC on the field at the same time with all the other weapons the 49ers have. That's dangerous.
I love it.
I love it too, boy.
I love it. That's what I want to see. I even Juice. I don't even want to see Juice on the field. I want to see the blocking tight end in, and I want Kittle running all those back and forth routes that Juice was running.
Look, this Jordan James dude was catching darts.
Nah, dude, he's got the potential.
He's got some hands on him.
Catching darts from darts.
But like Dion was saying though, Kyle won't play him. If CMC is not hurt, that dude's not going to see the field. He's going to get 2 carries a game.
Well, guess what, man? Garendo got hurt last year too, and we went through all 4 of our running backs. So I'll see him getting at least some reps. So I mean, take it in his first year. If we need him, he's going to be there. And if he gets better from getting the time, you never know. CMC ain't going to last forever neither. And Garendo honestly might not work. You don't know if he's even going to work out. He had flashes of greatness, but there was no consistency.
And he got hurt easy too.
I was reading Yahoo.com, man. They graded our draft a C+.
Yeah, Kurtenbach rated us a C
You say
plus.
Yahoo?
Yes, man. He said the first couple of picks were good up until they got to like I want to say Upton, Stout, and down.
I like Upton Stout, man. I like a lot of these picks, man. I think
The,
people are always hating on us anyway.
Mhm.
no, the
I
only the
like
only
Upton.
problem with Stout is he's little. You gotta
He's
wonder if
very
he's
little.
gonna have an NFL body. That's the only thing
Yeah.
you worry with him. Even Martin. Martin, same thing. You know, he's little for a will.
Well, he's
I mean,
220. You know, these linebackers that we use in the NFL, these are not Zach Thomas size linebacker. He's the
yeah.
average size of a linebacker in the NFL today.
And 5 years ago, he's a box safety. You know, it's like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
damn.
yeah.
You know,
We
it's
don't
like,
have the
oh,
Zach Thomas, the junior. We don't have the 260
for
pound middle linebackers. Even Fred Warner, he's about what, 240?
Look,
yeah.
Lenore's going to be able to. The truth of the matter is, Lenore's going to be able to sit on the outside. This stout kid's going to eat up the middle of the field where he can't be seen behind the tall ass defensive lineman.
Yeah, he's just little, man. I just worry about guys like that being able to hold up to the frickin' punishment.
Yep,
Yeah, it's
I
true.
agree.
It's true.
You
But
know, and
But
even Martin, you know, Martin. I'm like, damn, you know, he's a
but you know what?
thumper.
You know what I do like about it when you John Lynch say, "Hey, these guys fit our mentality." When you hear each and every last one of them talk, they are off the. They're crazy.
yeah,
Each and every
they're all
last
ready
one
to
of them.
go.
Oh, they're
They're like,
ready to
woo,
go.
let's go.
Yeah, I
That's what we
mean,
need.
like I said, I look. What did I say the other night when we were talking? I figured our defense was going to be like 27th against the run. Now that we got 315 plus, you know, defensive tackles that are athletic, I'm like, all right, now we're like 15.
And
Let's
a
go.
rotational third.
Yeah, you know, Collins and West, man, those two picks I absolutely loved because I joked, I said, look, I want two immovable objects, you know, two tree stumps sitting at defensive tackle, and we drafted two
And
tree stumps.
and honestly, I know y'all been low on Jair Brown. I think sitting back there with Jason Pinnock, I think we're gonna be all right with the rotation we got. The guys we just drafted too. I'm good with it. I think our defense
You
got
think
shored up the
Jason
way it
Pinnock
needed
is
to.
gonna? You think he's gonna start over that guy from Kansas State? I don't think so.
I do.
No, so here's the thing.
That's Salah's guy, man.
Oh, the
Brown
Seagull?
needs to play deep.
Salah
He
Oh,
brought
he
needs
him
to
did come
in.
play
from New
deep
York.
and
You're
move
right.
forward.
He did come from the Jets. You're right.
Yeah.
Salah
No,
brought him in. So
Yeah, I got you.
I'd imagine
Brown
he's got a plan.
Brown is really good when he plays deep and he's coming at you. He does not move well backwards. That's his issue. He's a really good ball hawk moving side to side. Don't make him go backwards. At least that's what I think about him. So if you play him deep and let him just move to things, I think he'll be all right. Otherwise,
Yeah,
I don't like
yeah.
him covering people.
You got the
Hey,
strong and the free safety. You know that's
Yeah.
why.
Like I said, I love him moving forward. I don't like him going backwards.
you know what they gave Arizona draft
But
grade? An A.
ugh.
They're gonna need all the help they can get because they suck.
Well, they did beat us twice last year.
I know. I
Everybody
was gonna
did.
say
Oh yeah,
they suck
They can
less than
brag on that
us.
all they want, man. We had nobody playing against them, so it's all good.
No, but I don't know. I don't know how you guys felt about the draft. Like I said, I figured we were like B minus. You know, I'm not going to play Homer and try to go. You know, hey,
I'm
we
gonna
were
say
I,
A. Everything was good.
I'll say
I'm not being a homer. I'm okay with everything except that quarterback pick.
You know what? That. I think that's a. Let's see if we can make him look like something and then trade him. I think that's what they look what they're trying to do with that pick. At least
Yeah,
and I
I'm
don't know why
okay
they're
with the
doing
or
that.
quarterback
maybe they're
pick.
trying to trade one of the backups they got later in the season and get some more picks for next year.
Yeah, but
I'm okay
nobody
with
wants.
that quarterback pick. That's a character pick. Once
Yeah,
again, that guy played on a torn ACL the entire
yeah,
college season last year
yeah.
Yeah,
Because
and produced.
I mean,
He
think about it.
produced.
All we've got is freaking Brock, McCorkle, and freaking Mordecai. So you got to throw a
Bro,
fourth
Mac
quarterback in there
Jones.
anyway.
Why are people so
yeah.
low on Mac Jones? I don't get it.
The only reason I would be I'm down on Mac Jones is our offensive line isn't good enough for a guy with lead weights for legs.
So look,
That that's the
our
only
offensive
issue with him.
line, our
He runs
offensive
like Peyton
line,
Manning.
our offensive line was good enough to go up and down the field last year. They just had problems in the red zone. The 49ers had no problem moving the ball on offense at all last year. It's just
No,
for
I agree
whatever
with that.
reason.
We
Red
had a
zone was
few games
horrible.
where we were dead in the water on receiving. We couldn't get separation against some good defenses, and that was about it.
Look, our
It's
guys can't
just
get open against man. That's just the truth. They can't get open
Yep.
against man.
Well, we
and
got new guys now.
that's a tough thing. If you can't get open against man, that's 100% toughness. It's nothing else, but you got to be tough to get open against man.
I mean, and the only guy who can do anything against man for us is freaking JJ, because he's freaking. You can just chuck the ball up and he'll go
Yeah,
get it.
he's physical. He'll literally block you into the sidelines.
I
Like,
never
that's what
thought
he
I'd
does.
talk about a box out wide receiver, but that's kind of what he
Dude,
is.
Jawan Jennings is a dog. And
He
all
is.
I can hope is that that's what they're looking for with these other guys, because that's what the team is built for, is physicality. So it's not so
Well,
much speed.
I look at it like
Watkins is quick. Watkins is
Yeah.
quick, so he may be able to. He may be our man
That's-
breaker.
I'm pretty
I
sure
look at
that's
it.
what they got him for, and I'm pretty happy about his pick. I was excited about picking him up.
I look at it like this: like you give them an off season, right? Everybody to improve. Think about how much better Dominique Puny is going to be this year with a
Oh,
whole
yeah.
off season to get better.
Dude,
Hands down.
I like that guy a lot, man. That dude is so good.
And we already had some O-line guys that came out and played against the Cardinals. They had nothing but red shirts on the field on the offensive line side, because we weren't going nowhere, and they looked pretty damn good. And honestly, if Jawan Jennings hadn't got tossed out of that game, we'd have beat them. So they were
Man.
crying. We were whooping them up and down the field, and they were crying about it. They were getting butthurt. So even our backup offensive lineman looked pretty good. And the fact that we went and picked up Connor Colby, I mean, he's all right, but I feel like we're good.
I was just about to say the only pick I have a problem with is that offensive guard, because he has short arms.
Yeah. He's a
He's
body
guard.
blocker.
He's a guard.
And he looks like he's been eating 12 Big Macs. He's a big guy. And Kyle Shanahan, if you're going to play offensive lineman, I'm just saying.
No, you can
Yeah,
eat all those
Brown,
Big
sorry.
Macs, but you better be
Sorry.
able to move.
You got to be
Yeah.
able to move to play offensive lineman for Kyle Shanahan. You just can't be, Larry Allen. You got to be able to move.
Hey, dude, Larry Allen, that was 2 years of the best offensive pulling guard I ever got to watch on the 49ers.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he was pretty good.
Big, fat, old Larry Allen could still pull and knock people out.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
man.
even if he's
Who
going
was the
half
guy-
speed, he's going to plow over you.
Who was the other offensive lineman we drafted with Mike Upati? They took 2 in the first
Anthony
round
Davis.
that year. Who?
Anthony Davis.
Yeah, big boy.
He played right tackle?
Anthony Davis and Mikey Potty. Yeah, it was like my
Yeah.
favorite draft.
Anthony Davis went to the Bengals, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I think I remember Anthony Davis.
Upati went to the Steelers, I think.
Look, he missed.
He
He
went to
missed
the
the block.
Cardinals.
He missed the block that blew up Alex Smith's
We went to the
shoulder in the
Seahawks.
Panthers
When he
game.
playing for the Seahawks?
The Cardinals. Mike Upati went to the I want to
He
say
ended up with the
Potty went to the
Seahawks, though.
Cardinals.
yes.
He ended up with
Potty
the
went to the
Seahawks.
Cardinals.
And Anthony Davis went to the Bengals, if I'm not mistaken.
Ugh.
He ended up with the Seahawks. I know he did, because I seen him in that jersey and it made me want to throw up.
Is that where he finished? Yeah, that's probably where he finished up, because I think he
Yeah.
played 4 seasons. I think he played 3 or 4 seasons for the Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Are you guys surprised that we got a new quarterback?
No, because you needed a 4th. You need a 4th for camp.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because
We
I
did.
am very surprised.
the 49ers always have 4 every year.
They could have got him undrafted, though, if they were going to just put him on
Yeah.
squad.
Mm-hmm.
You could have
And
used
he's-
that pick to really draft another offensive lineman. You did not. You wasted a draft pick drafting him as a quarterback. He still would have signed. Nobody is signing a quarterback who has a torn ACL and played through it. Even though it is, whatever it is, it's commendable. But you could have drafted him as an undrafted free agent.
We
They
could have
didn't
got another tight end or something.
Yeah,
Who knows?
Jed York didn't tell you that Trent Baalke's his new assistant, so he needed the all
Yeah,
ACL
stop
team.
that. Don't even joke.
Hold on, you say what? Nigga? You say what?
I'm hanging
No,
up.
I'm kidding around. I'm kidding
No, I'm
around.
about to
Calling the
say,
cops.
man. Oh my god.
No, I was totally kidding
That
around.
dude needs to not be in the league ever again.
Hey, we're gonna be drafting these guys out here today.
God.
See,
I can't stand the boys.
Jacksonville got rid of him too quick.
No, the only reason they
They went
got
in the
rid of him
shitter.
is because the new coach said, if that guy's here, I'm not coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
And
Well,
then they went.
I mean,
And
they
then the owner
immediately
said,
started. Look, Trevor Lawrence had a good year. He had a bad year, then he had a good year, and then he looked like crap in the playoffs every time he got close. And any game that was of any kind of importance, he was chucking the ball to the wrong side of the field and throwing it to the guys in the wrong jerseys. He's not consistent. He's just a bad signing. That big contract he got was not worth the money.
I think Trevor Lawrence looks like a worse Nick Foles.
He's Ryan Fitzpatrick, dude. He can chuck the ball 80 yards, but you don't know where it's going to land.
I don't know for the life of me why they broke that team up with Blake Bortles when they went to the AFC Championship game. Because
Well,
if you got only one good year out of Blake Bortles and one good year out of Trevor Lawrence, they cancel each other out.
yeah, well,
True enough.
It might have been Bortles' best season ever, though.
Yeah, that was his
Trevor
one.
Lawrence only had one good season, so
but it was the one that got him paid.
Yeah,
yeah.
they should have just kept Nick Foles, honestly.
What I'm saying is when they went to the AFC Championship game with Blake Bortles, they were better than the teams with Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah,
definitely. The whole team, yes.
Yes, and then the ownership came out the next year and like it's time to blow the team up.
Stout that year. Defense was stout, dude. And they were basically an 8-8 team, but their defense was good enough to get them an extra 3 or 4 games. You know,
I think Jalen Ramsey was on that defense, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. That was a really good defense. So was Barry Church.
Really good defense, man.
Now, I wonder who's wide receiver they got. Jordan
Well,
Watkins,
they fixed all their problems
or Junior.
With the cornerback. So
Bergen was a fast wide receiver. That's
who runs routes like a girl, by the way. I don't know if you know that.
We drafted a DB. Oh yeah, we did draft it.
Y'all see Travis Hunter run routes?
Not impressed.
Choked on my drink. Like
he
I was
needs to be
laughing so hard.
DB. He's way better as a cornerback than a wide receiver. Way better.
Yeah, but
he is not going
to play wide receiver.
Going to play both sides of the ball. Maybe if he wants to return kicks or something.
No, and if it's end of the second quarter before the half, and you're trying to get down the field and you're doing an all go or something like that, you chuck him the ball in the end zone and you hope for the best. He's not playing otherwise.
Let me tell you guys what I think, right? Playing college football, and I know Deion Sanders. He's my favorite NFL player of all time. Brother, this has been playing for a long time. It's like Deebo Samuel. I'm not a wide receiver. I'm not a running back. I'm a hybrid. I think this has been playing the whole time. So when Travis Hunter comes up for that contract, he has the chance to maximize his money in that contract. I don't think this has anything to do with, hey, I got enough stamina. I could play wide receiver. I could play DB. I think knowing Deion Sanders, hey, man, this is what you do. This is what I did. I was a DB. I played wide receiver for the Cowboys. Hey, man, when it's time for you to do your contract, they can't just say renegotiate on the DB side. You got to renegotiate also on the wide receiver side. So I think this has been a long play over 6 or 7 years to say, hey, set myself up. So when it's time to do my contract, you have to pay me some record-setting money on this contract. That's what I think it is. I don't think it has nothing to do with X's and O's.
Assuming he plays that well.
Yeah, and I was just going to say
I don't want to hate on the guy, but you don't know. You don't know.
You don't know, but I do know Prime.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, it's 100% marketability. 100%.
Yes,
it's 100%. The whole thing has been, and you know what? It honestly hurt his kid. Shadur slid in the draft because they both went out on the internet talking about we're not going to sign with these teams. We're not going to sign with those teams. We don't want to play here. So the teams that needed him didn't pick him.
Look, man.
What teams that actually needed him though?
The Giants
could have drafted him 2
quarterback.
rounds earlier, but they didn't.
The Giants with Russell Wilson needed Shadur Sanders? I don't think so.
I don't think so either. And they took Dart, which more of a project, but
they took a quarterback.
maybe Minnesota. You could
There
have
was
put him in competition with McCarthy because you don't know what he's going to do. New England, Drake
New
May
Orleans,
well, yeah.
Cleveland. Cleveland finally took him in the last
Cleveland took
round,
him.
in the fifth
Well,
round.
you got Joe Flacco just led them guys to the playoffs 2 years ago, so they didn't need him either.
Well,
Yeah, but
they
Flacco's
brought
40,
him
man.
back.
Flacco's 40.
No, they brought him back out of desperation. He's just
Playoffs
there to
is
fill the void because
playoffs.
Deshaun Watson is trash and they're in cap hell. They need a rookie
Playoffs is
contract talent.
playoffs. Playoffs is playoffs, and this is the thing. That man is going to get cut. They're going to keep Deshaun Watson because I'm not going to pay you $40 million and just let you sit
stay
on the
home.
sideline.
Nick
stay
Foles
home.
won the Super Bowl and got let go.
They're going to keep Watson. They're going to keep Flacco, and they're probably going to keep Kenny Pickett for experience because he just won the Super Bowl last year. I don't see Gabriel or Shador Sanders making that roster.
With the
Unless you
Browns.
keep him on the practice squad.
They can't practice squad him because someone will take him. Someone will take him.
But
So
every
you'd have
other
to cut
team,
Pickett. You'd have to cut Pickett and put him on the team.
That dude can throw the ball.
Miami, he could play over Skylar Thompson.
Yep.
I think it was disrespectful to draft him to the Cleveland Browns, honestly, because you have 5 quarterbacks on the roster.
When you're a good player, you go to bad teams that need you. That's what happens in the draft.
You go to bad teams in the first round that need you. You don't go to bad teams in the fifth
round.
Right, but he wanted to go in the first round. He was talked about as a first round pick until he talked shit about going to any teams that weren't worth a damn. And so they were like, "Well, you're not a team player." Also, he jacked his coach's jaw, and he's a locker room cancer in that effect. He also has had a bad influence on like the media, like his own reputation by his
Eli
off the
Manning
field
said he wouldn't play for
antics.
the Chargers.
Eli Manning dad said, "My son would not
Is
play
not
for
playing for the Chargers.
He going to the Giants."
Right. But he didn't say, "I won't play for the Chargers, the Giants, the Cowboys, the Steelers." You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't name off the four top teams that was going to pick him and say, "No, thanks." He said he got picked first and was like, "No." And they traded.
He forgot to do the
He went.
I'm
He
just
got
happy
drafted.
to be here.
Y'all know he got drafted by the Chargers, right?
Yep.
Yes.
And they traded him.
Yes.
And they traded him because he said, "I'm not going to play there."
It's coming out and saying, "I ain't signing for none of y'all. I'll go back and play college."
This is my whole point.
Not everybody needed a quarterback, so the teams that needed a quarterback didn't pick him.
No, they didn't want the drama that comes with it.
There is no drama. There is no drama that comes with it because this is my point. There have been players coming out of college who've done way worse than Shador Sanders. Shador Sanders is just talking. He hasn't done any. The only thing he's done is got a parking ticket on their Rolls Royce for parking in the air. That's all. He got a boot on his car.
He assaulted his coach.
I haven't seen no report saying he assaulted his coach.
They literally had a court settlement because his coach had to have his jaw wired shut.
Okay, put that in the chat and let's look at it.
I'll send you the article.
I'm a legal major. I have this app called the LexisNexis, where we can look up any court case because it's public, and then we can read the court documents and see if that really happened. I'm part of a paralegal fraternity too. Cool. So we can look it up and find out. I have not heard any reports. And then at the end of the day, like I said, Shador Sanders, bro, there have been people come out of college who's done way worse than Shador Sanders.
Oh, hell yeah.
For him not to get drafted just because he's talking and he's arrogant, he's like his dad. His dad, one of the greatest players. Like what son doesn't want to be like his dad? And his dad is obviously one of the greatest players in NFL. That's why this is so bad on so many areas, bro. It's really bad, man. It's bad.
I get that because it's being Deion's kid's like being Michael Jordan's kid.
Yeah, like I'm emulating what my dad did. My dad was good. He talked noise, but we're in a soft era today where if you talk noise to people, oh man, you're gonna be excavated. It's weird. It's just weird, man. I don't.
People can deal with the flashy. I don't know about that as much as it is things like what he actually was doing, like physically doing. Like
Johnny
actually,
Manziel was way more flashier than Shador Sanders.
Manziel didn't practice. He didn't give a shit. He went out and got messed up, showed up to practice drunk,
And he
and
still got drafted in the first round.
well, he did that when he got into the league too, and he lost his job. Johnny Manziel was drafted by the Browns, who were going to draft Shedeur Sanders earlier if he wasn't on there talking shit. He would have gone higher in the draft if he wasn't talking shit, man. But him and
I'm
his dad
saying,
both
bro,
were out there bad mouthing the bad teams in the league. You don't talk about going early in the draft or act like it's a crime that you didn't when you were telling the teams that were gonna pick you early in the draft, don't do it. I mean, he
I
did
don't
it to
blame him.
himself.
I don't blame him. The Cleveland Browns have not showed a history of quarterbacks succeeding. And if I'm Deion Sanders, I don't let my son go to Cleveland either.
Haven't they had the most
They're not the only
different
team.
starting quarterbacks since they came
True.
back in the league? I think there's some stat about that where they've started like 44 different quarterbacks since since the Browns started again.
They're average one starting quarterback a season.
How do you mess up Baker Mayfield? How do you mess up Johnny Manziel? How do you mess up Tim
Baker
Couch?
Mayfield actually turned that around over there.
Yeah, he
He
did, and
couldn't
then
have
he had
turned it
the
around if he got traded. He's not still there.
yeah, but then he had the one
No,
funky
he
season. He was out.
he had the culture in that locker room was turned around by the time he left. He wasn't there for 1 year. He had his
No, he
best
did.
season when they let him go.
Yep.
He had the best season when we broke that 80-some yard touchdown run on
When,
him the first play
yeah,
of the game.
and when Myles Garrett took his helmet off and smacked a kid in the head with it, you remember that? That whole
That
team
Man,
was
that
fighting
was
for
against
each other,
Pittsburgh.
though. That whole team
I
was
just saw
fighting
a
for each
thing.
other. They changed
Just
the
saw a
culture
thing
in a
come.
losing room. You know what I mean?
Looks like we just signed BYU corner Jacob something or other.
And we hadn't beat them since either.
I don't know, man. I just look at it like, man, there's people who done way worse than Shedeur Sanders coming out of college. Henry Ruggs. I remember the wide receiver, from Tennessee or something, killed some people. He came back in the league. Like, Plexico Burris shot himself. 2.5 years of prison, still came back to the league. Like, there's been worse things that came in the NFL other than Shedeur Sanders just talking noise.
Yeah.
Like, if
Well,
you're
he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
if you're offended by somebody just talking trash, what you think they're gonna do when they get on the field?
You don't talk
Hey,
trash
man,
about
you
the
want to
teams
come
that
over
are
for
going to pick
biscuits and
you,
tea?
though.
You want to come over for some biscuits and tea? No, man, I'm talking
You want
trash when I go on that field, man.
Well, yeah, but when somebody calls you and says, "Hey, you want to be a part of this team?" and you're like, "Yeah, coach, I'm going to work hard for you. We're going to win." And then you get on there and you talk trash to the other team. That's different than being like, "Nah, y'all suck. No thanks."
What did Deion Sanders say? The New York Giants bought a playbook out and said, "Hey, read this." Deion Sanders said, "Man, I'll be gone by that pick. That's too thick. I'm gone."
And he was.
And he was.
He didn't say, "I ain't signing for anybody that picks me in the top 4 teams because I don't like them."
Yeah, he's like, I won't be there.
He said,
He
"I'm
was
going to be
just
gone before you get a chance to draft me." That's different.
my point is he's just as disrespectful. Because if I bring a playbook out for all these other 20 prospects, they read it, and then Prime said, "You know what? I'm not reading it. I'm not even going to be available by the 10th pick," and just leave and walk out. That's what I'm
Betting
saying.
on yourself to go early is not the same as saying you won't sign with a team that drafts you early. It's backwards. It's the exact opposite.
I think it's bogus. Jalen Miro is not better than Shedeur Sanders. The guy from Louisville who the Saints drafted is not better than Shedeur Sanders. I think it's bogus as hell.
He's got the talent, no doubt.
His
I think
attitude
he's
is.
going to start Cleveland.
I don't think he's going to start. And there's no way
I
he's going
think
to
he
start.
is.
He's going to get cut in the preseason. He would
He's
not
more
make the
accurate
roster.
than Joe Flacco. Just watch.
No, I'm telling you, they will
No.
trade Pickett. They will trade Pickett, and Shador will be number 3.
You think Shedeur will be number 3?
Yeah.
That Danny Gabriel guy from Oregon is pretty good too.
Yeah, but I don't
He
think
has 100.
I don't think they signed him to cut him. I don't think they signed him to cut him. And you can't
Danny
practice
Gabriel.
squat him.
Danny Gabriel has 155 touchdowns. Is tied for the most touchdowns in college history. Passing touchdowns. There's no way you're gonna get rid of Flacco. He just took you to the playoff. You're not gonna get rid of Deshaun Watson because you're paying him. So that leaves one of three: that Kenny Pickett, Danny Gabriel, or Shedeur Sanders. One of three. He got a 33% chance of making the team. 33%. That's not good.
No. But you can't practice squad him. You could put a fake injury on him and throw him on IR for a year if you want to keep him around. But
he's trained with Tom Brady. He's trained
Shedeur
with
Sanders
the top people.
had the highest completion percentage in college football last year, and he was ranked 4th overall. Period.
Who was ranked ahead
highest
of him?
completion percentage. Do you know what that means? That means he's more accurate with the ball.
Oh, well, you have intangibles. I mean, there's more stuff that goes into it.
And he throws a nice ball.
He's going to be starting before the end of the season. You can quote me on that.
He got to make the team, dude. If Shedeur Sanders
I said
goes
what I
into the
said.
league,
That includes making the team.
he's not going to make the team, bro. He will get cut.
He's the cheapest quarterback on the roster, and they got money problems.
He's going to get cut.
He's got more talent.
I guarantee you.
And he's got more talent than freaking Joe Flacco over there, whose arm's about to fall off.
He does not have more talent. Joe Flacco has a powerful arm. He can throw that deep ball.
Arm's the last thing to go, man. Arm's the last thing to go with a quarterback.
He's 40. And you know what? When it falls off right away, don't it?
It does fall. I'll give you that one now.
No,
Drew
it definitely
Brees
does.
fell off overnight.
He's 40 and he's playing for the Browns.
Hey, 40 and play for the Browns 2 years ago was not terrible.
Yeah. I mean,
went to the playoff.
He was the reason they made the playoffs.
Okay, I mean, look at what Tom Brady looked like the year before he fell off.
Tom Brady looked good his last year in the league, though.
That's funny. His last year with the Patriots was not good, but those 2 years in Tampa were
very good.
Last season with Tampa, he looked pretty bad. I watched him get embarrassed numerous occasions.
The last year he played with Tampa, when Brock Purdy beat him that year, he looked really good that year. His stats were amazing that year.
He was throwing ducks though. He had more. Was it highest interceptions in his career?
I don't know about that. Tom Brady had over 30 touchdown passes that year. I don't know.
Arm's always the last thing to go. That's just me. You can still throw the ball. Brett Favre still threw the freaking ball decent that last year in Minnesota.
Well, hold on. When he was in Minnesota, he had like a fake arm. He had like a robotic arm, dude.
The
His arm
49ers
looked
tried to
stronger.
sign Tom Brady, and he said they got Jimmy G. What Tom Brady said, who the fuck is that guy? Those are his exact words.
Look, Kyle.
He said they want him instead of me, is what he said.
No, I'm going to tell you right now. Kyle Shanahan can't handle having a guy like Tom Brady on his team. That's why he wasn't playing for the 49ers.
Yeah, because he wanted to call the plays, man.
Because if Tom Brady goes, these plays are
cannot join.
Man.
He couldn't have a guy like Rex Ryan as a defense coordinator either.
Yeah, no, but that's why. Because when Jimmy Garoppolo goes, your plays suck, man. It's no big deal. If Tom Brady says your plays suck, man, you got a problem. And Kyle can't handle that.
Carcast, if you want to join, the link is inside the description, inside the chat session. Okay, just go in there and hit it. Going in.
Who would you guys say was the best pick out of the draft? Like overall best pick?
West.
For me, it's between West and Collins.
Okay,
I like both. Those 1 and 2 for me.
Yeah,
and then Williams.
Yeah, that'd be me too. It'd be 1, 2, 3
DTs,
like that.
Because maybe I was frothing at the mouth for a defensive tackle though, and to get 2 really good ones, yeah, I couldn't be happier. I'm ecstatic.
Who you go with, Ryan?
Honestly, for the early round picks, first 5 picks, man, is the best in a minute that we've been able to procure consecutive good picks.
I didn't care about the rest of the draft after that.
Who you go with, Ryan?
What's that?
I was asking Ryan, who was your favorite pick?
My favorite pick was the first one. I loved his tape and I loved how he is. he's gonna be helping Bosa out a lot.
I was trying to share his highlight reel in this chat, but I can't do it on my phone.
What's up,
Oh,
Carcass?
CJ West,
Yeah.
Mm.
No, West and Williams.
Winston Williams. I didn't like Williams highlight tape.
What's
But
up, guys?
CJ West,
What's
real
up, bud?
good.
Haven't seen him.
Williams is young though too. I mean, he's only 20.
I appreciate you dropping the link, man.
Got you,
Yeah.
brother. Got you, man. Got you. You're good.
He's only 20, but when you step on the field, they don't give a damn if you're 20 or 32.
No, but what I'm hoping is like he's like what's he 260? I think
260.
I think by the time he's 22, he's going to be 270 and yoked and
Mi-
freaking be ready to go.
He can gain
Michael,
10 pounds. He can gain 10 pounds in the summer. That's too
Yeah.
easy.
Just
That's
Indiana. Well,
extremely easy.
I wouldn't want him to be
They're
any.
gonna get
I don't
him a
want him any
private
bigger than
test,
that.
man. He'll be good to go.
are we
I
talking
don't want him any
Michael
bigger than
Williams?
that. But 10 pounds of muscle on that kid.
Look,
You know who I
dumbbell pullovers and deadlifts, he can get 10 pounds of muscle in 2 months.
you know
Yep.
who I
Easily.
Hold on.
really like?
Yeah,
I
Carcass.
like that.
Go ahead.
I like that. That kid out of Indiana, man, CJ West. That dude is a dog, bro.
Yes, he
And
is.
guess what?
Yes.
We got CJ West and we got Alfred Collins. And CJ West, we knew it was pretty clear that we addressed the defensive line because our run defense last year was absolutely atrocious. It was horrible. So we got Alfred Collins, we got CJ West, and we also got Evan Anderson. And those three guys, man, that's like about 600 pounds. They beefed up this D line. And then we got the linebacker, Nick Martin. People were kind of, iffy because, he wasn't the top guy on the board. But, the Niners for years, they've been picking these guys that fans, they don't really, pre-draft process, they don't really, see them as like a guy we pick. But the Niners, they always go under the radar and they say he fits, he fits the Dre Greenlaw role. But I feel like he's a little bit underweight. He's not the biggest. So I think if he adds a few more pounds,
He's explosive though.
He's
really
fast.
explosive, and he's fast, man. He's
He
got
can
a great
He's
pursue.
he's a 4-4 guy. So
Yeah, he can get sideline to sideline really, really quickly, and he can, he's a hit and run guy, just like Dre Greenlaw was. So I think him and Warner, man, I think if they build that rapport, that chemistry, I think it's definitely gonna be a good fit. And we also got, D winners. We still have guys on the roster who, there's gonna be competition for sure. And then, man, the safeties, like we got that guy Upton Stout, but it seems like he's gonna be more of a slot guy. So I feel like he could take over that K1 Williams role back in 2019. Now that Salo's back, he likes having that. He likes disguising the guy in the slot and kind of, using him as like a blitz guy, which K1 Williams did a lot of. A little bit undersized, but you didn't see him coming. He was an extra defender coming off the corner, and he was making big plays. So I think he can
Yeah.
definitely take over the K1 Williams
Interior
role.
spy too. He played a lot of those, like sitting there and just sitting in the middle of the field and waiting for the quarterback to miss him on a route.
Yeah, I
Pick off
feel
the
like
ball.
the safeties, man. I mean, I'm really hoping Jair Brown could step it up, man. I mean, I was really, really high on this kid coming out of Penn State, but man, he really regressed last year. He had a really good rookie year, but I'm hoping he can
Man,
step up. But
he'll get on the
that,
field now that Huff's gone.
yeah, and Malik Mustafa, we heard the news yesterday. I mean, sucks, man. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
the fact that the Niners just, or like we didn't hear about this like before. I mean, apparently he injured it last game of the year last season. So I mean, it sucks, but it's looking like it's trending in the right way, and that he'll be ready.
I don't
by
know why
week
people
one.
say that. I knew he got hurt.
Yeah, I didn't see
I
it
never
coming.
knew it. I
Yeah, I
had
didn't
seen no
know it
Yeah,
either.
report
yeah,
of it,
It-
he did.
anything.
He did.
And they
Yeah.
kind of underreported it because that
Yeah,
should have
for
been
sure.
injury.
But he literally got hurt during the game, and
Yeah.
I think I don't know if you guys saw it, but his mom tweeted on Twitter saying
Yeah,
that.
I saw that. I saw it.
Talking about he
Yeah.
should be back for week 1. No,
Yeah.
ma'am.
no,
No, ma'am.
I mean, hey, if his
Week
if his
1
mom
of
week
2026.
one next season. Yeah,
if his mom's saying it, I'm gonna
3
definitely.
months off. Fuck
If
it.
if his
Hey,
mom's
his
saying,
mom's a doctor. We didn't know.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm whatever his mom said, I'm definitely gonna like keep it. Definitely gonna take it into account because it's his mom. She sees him every day, so I'm not gonna like just like ignore the fact that she's saying that. But it's an ACL tear. I mean, it's a serious injury, so I get you.
it's 6 months with rehab at minimum.
Yeah, no, for sure, definitely. But yeah,
6 months is extraordinary.
Yeah, I'm saying if with a minor tear, like
Yes.
yeah.
barely.
Okay, so it's almost May, so that's November.
You're right, exactly. Hmm.
No,
That's
no.
November.
That's
That's
6
November.
months.
And at that point, you might as well just shelf him and have him get it right for the next year.
Also, why the
I
fuck
don't
did
know about that. Hold on now.
Might be July, August,
why the fuck did we wait till the
7
seventh
months.
round? Why the fuck did we wait till the seventh round to draft a fucking offensive lineman? It's the shit that pisses
Oh
me
man,
off.
there's a lot of
Every
F bombs going on in here, right?
Bang!
Carcast, calm down. Calm
Faithful,
down.
what's going on, man? Yeah.
Hey,
Look, man.
we got Samuel L. Jackson in the podcast
Yeah.
later.
Look, we
I'll say this,
definitely
man.
needed.
Our second and third running back looked pretty damn good last year, and we may have lost Banks, and Feliciano was hurt throughout the year anyway. We've got some depth on the O line. I don't think that anybody really gives us credit for.
I think they
And
think Barch is just going to step in there and play because I
we got
don't
more
think.
than just Barch too.
I,
Though. We got some guys, man. I mean,
We got Spencer Burford.
yeah, like even if Burford and Barch just like split duty on that position, I'm cool with that.
I actually like Spencer Burford.
I don't think that we get enough credit for who we got our depth on the O line right now.
no. Oh my! Why do we still have Brendel at center? That just absolutely destroys me. God,
They
But
like him
Brent,
though.
But
They like him.
but
Brendel and Patel as
but
a backup.
I
but
don't know. I don't know.
give him another offseason. Give him a year to improve. Give him some more reps. He may just get better.
I still don't understand why we prior. Yes, our run defense was horrible, but this defensive line class had so much depth. I still
Our
don't.
run defense, our run
I
defense was horrible, and we lost like 6 key players
but look at it
on defense.
throughout the years against the Chiefs 2 years ago. Why did we lose the Super Bowl? The O line, Jake Brendel, who was it? Spencer Burford, like Chris Jones, just free up the middle. Like our
They said it
offense.
was Feliciano or
No,
they
no, no,
the
no.
report came out. They said somebody
On the
missed a
Whoever
block.
it was our O
Yeah,
line,
it
and
was.
we still
They try to blame it on old dude that just left, but
whoever it
no,
was,
Jalen Moore.
it was no
we always
It
think the
wasn't
O
Jalen Moore.
line.
It was on the right
on the
side of
right
the
side.
line.
On the
Oh,
right
right
Yeah,
side.
side.
right
I was
side of
just
the
talking
line.
about him.
We always think the O line is fine, and now we want to pay Brock Purdy all this money, but we don't want to give him an O line. Like it's like I don't get it. We never prioritize the O line. Like it just makes no sense. I don't get it.
Who missed that block? Because the offensive lineman, they has like some little beef after the game.
Who was it? It was Colton McKivitz, or is it Connor?
No, I think it was Burford.
Connor Burford. No, Burford came in for his block, and the guy outside next to him completely whiffed. DJ
Yeah,
Jones
missed the
came
block.
right through. What was it? Connor. No, why am I drawing a blank right
Wait,
now?
is
I
it
don't
no?
know,
It's
but they missed
Brendel,
the
We
right?
block
just
on Chris Jones to
talked
Debo
about. Yeah,
Samuel.
I
Debo
know.
Samuel was wide
Three
open in
parts.
the end zone. Would have
Ayuk
been a
was
touchdown.
Ayuk was open coming across
Jennings,
the flat, and Debo was running across the backside of the end zone, and it would have
no,
been a
the
touchdown.
intended target was Jennings on the play.
Yeah, we had right, but there were 2 reads that he didn't have time to make.
Yep, because Chris Jones blew the play up.
The intended receiver doesn't always get the ball.
You know, Brock Purdy. It was pre-planned. They were supposed to go to Jennings. It was like a quick whip route. I think on the side. It was supposed to throw the ball to him. It was not.
And there
No,
was a wide
it
open
was supposed
receiver
to
in the
go to
middle of the end
Debo because
zone, in the back of the
Debo
end
had
zone
that
by the goal line.
Debo had that DB beat. It was supposed to go to
Yep.
Debo.
Yeah, he just never got to the second read.
I'm
Yep.
still pissed off because we didn't. We had 2 turnovers, and guess what? We had the Jair Brown interception. We didn't do anything after that. We had the what was the second? We had
Hey,
another turnover.
I'm sorry. Can we start over? Hey, where you from, man? Where you from?
Yeah, Carcast. Okay, man. Tell me where you're
What
from
was
and
that?
everything.
Sorry, you broke up. What was that?
Where you
Tell
from?
me where you from at. Where you from,
Oh,
Carcast?
I'm from New Jersey.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Yeah, I would have told you that myself, but I want him to tell you. He's in the same spot I'm at. He's probably a few hours away from me. But
Okay.
yeah, Clark has been around for a while with me. I mean, I haven't seen him
Ryan
in a
gave us
while.
all intros though, so we didn't.
That's why I'm a huge Jair Brown guy because he's a Jersey guy as well.
I'm
Yeah, and
trying to talk about this guy like he's going to do something this year, and I'm getting doubters, but I understand the doubt because he had a down year because Mustafa looked great.
I still got faith.
Did Mustafa look great though? Like, did he really look great?
He
No,
looked.
You
He
want
he's
me to
looked
just
tell
good. He
you?
looked.
you know
He
what
looked
it is.
pretty.
Mustafa's a hard
Mustafa,
hitter, so you overlook other stuff.
At his position, he was ranked the highest in football
oh
Mm,
really?
last year. Yes,
Really?
yes, he was.
Oh,
Look it up.
He's
okay.
a hard hitter, and that people like hard hitters.
He was a
You
rookie,
forgive
right?
stuff.
He was a rookie, wasn't he, last year?
Yeah,
He's a hard
Pretty damn
hitter,
good.
but when I look at him, he has some bust in coverages. He does
yep.
not cover good at all, Malik Mustafa. And when you say he looks great, physically, physique wise, he looks great. But on the football field, he does not cover well at all.
You know who doesn't cover as good as him? D Winters, but everybody talking about him like he did something this
He's a
year.
linebacker.
Hey, I'm just saying, the safety goes out there and catches the shit that gets past him. You know what I mean?
the only
Yeah.
linebacker on our team that could cover as good as the safety is probably Fred Warner. So I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Or
that's fair.
It is Fred Warner because he's literally like
Yeah,
our best
absolutely.
player on.
He had what, 4 interceptions on the team? Yeah.
Three teams we play utilize the middle of the field.
And mind you,
we play them twice a year. Our
Fred Warner
division,
was-
every one of the teams we play in our division utilize the middle of the field as the primary
Fred Warner was
objective.
playing on an ankle sprain last season as well. An ankle sprain, and he was playing through it.
Who
He
played
had
on the
to.
ankle sprain?
Fred was playing
Fred,
through
he was
that.
hurt all
Fred
year.
Warner had a broken bone in his foot. He just
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah,
have an
that's
ankle
That's a
sprain.
sprain.
And when he injured again in the Patriots game, week 3 or whatever it was, and he played through.
Yeah,
When he caught the
he gutted
interception
that
and
out.
ran it back. Yeah.
He gutted that out.
Yeah.
Yep, whole
And
year for the team.
still made first team all pro.
Yep. Well,
Look, I'm looking at these CJ West highlights. I didn't know he played for Kent State. Because everybody is switching colleges. Why did he get off?
I mean,
Probably got paid.
yeah, dude. They opened up that portal a couple years ago. Everybody's doing it.
No, I'm talking about the other guy from New Jersey. Why he leave?
Oh, I don't know. He just left. Maybe he
came
lost his internet or something.
He came
Someone
in
might have
like
died.
he came in like snakes on a plane, 7-year-old Jackson.
Came in spitting fire.
Yeah, I saw him. He wanted to come in the show, and I know him from a long time ago, a few years ago actually, and he was younger. He hasn't been around for a while because his account got frozen on him, so he just got back. So he said, "Well, next time you do a show, let me know." But I
Hey,
didn't
he
get a
had
chance
something
to
to
know. So he is from New Jersey, same place where I'm at. But yeah, he's been around for a while with me when I was doing Faithful Empire. So now it's for UK people when I used to do that. So yeah,
Sweet.
he's a good kid though. He's a good kid. He really is a good kid. But
He's
yeah,
passionate.
Stuff.
what's that?
Oh, he's passionate. He's very passionate.
He's totally
Yeah.
passionate.
Yeah, he's
I love it.
disappointed. He's good.
I was disappointed because I'm like, man, I'm a cusser, but I don't think we're allowed to cuss like that.
I know. What was it? 2 weeks
After the
ago I
first
did,
7
and I was
minutes.
like, "Oops."
Not too much.
I was like, "Oops."
I won't get flagged.
They only cuss like that when we're talking about Jake Moody.
Yeah,
No.
exactly.
Or
Or
Jose
Kyle
Cortez.
Williams.
Does anybody?
Jose Cortez.
Don't bring that guy up.
Does anybody want to bring him to undrafted free agents?
Man, Jose Cortez, the worst kicker I ever seen in NFL history, man.
Undrafted free agents. Here you go.
This dude,
Undrafted
bro.
free agents. That's after the draft happened.
Yeah,
I think I was in the 49er faithful group. It's like 3 years ago, man. I posted something like about Jose
Hey.
Cortez. Man, I think I got
we
like
drafted Isaiah Nayor, man. That dude's pretty good, man.
Isaiah who?
Nayor?
What position he play?
He's a receiver
Wide receiver.
for
From
Nebraska.
what school? From Nebraska?
Yeah, he's pretty good, man.
Okay.
I don't know about this BYU dude, but those dudes always seem to come into the league pretty good. I don't know why BYU just turns people. Yeah, they just turn people out, man.
Yeah, I saw that
Corey-
shit across my screen.
This CJ West dude is good, man.
He probably won't make it.
Oh man,
Yeah,
this dude is
he's
good.
a steal. He was a steal in the draft, and I think everybody's even evaluating it as that much. And honestly, everybody talking about C minus all that shit. I'm like, what? I feel like our first 5 picks in the draft were monster picks, and maybe a hit or miss with the cornerback, but honestly, think he's going to make it. So, I've got a lot of faith in all of them, and I think that it's going to be pretty good.
One of the things that concern me, that guy from Texas, they say he has a low motor. And when I hear that, I think of Chase Young.
Oh yeah, man, we don't need that.
Don't need that.
Dude,
and then
jogging.
he's already big. But I think he'll be okay.
I don't want guys that are good at football but not passionate about football.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I want guys that are like eat, breathe, and sleep football.
People who play 4 quarters who ain't jogging on a playoff potential game.
Dude, I've never watched a guy. What's that old term? Lollygag in a playoff game. I was
Dude,
like, what is that guy doing over there?
what do they call it? That movie Major League? I think it was the Olay bullshit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was a hard. I'm like, why is that guy out there?
I'm
I
watching
was like, oh
highlights
yeah,
of this
I was
CJ
really
West.
disappointed. I really thought that dude was going to change the game for us. I
yeah,
was
me
really
too. I was hopeful.
disappointed.
I was
Who
definitely
that?
That dude
hopeful.
really upset me.
I
Who?
thought that was the
Oh,
piece
Chase
that was
Young.
going to push us over the
Yeah.
edge.
He played good in the Super Bowl though.
But he
He
was
played better
lazy
than
as
Nick
hell in the
Bosa.
championship game.
He played better than Nick Bosa in the Super Bowl.
Man.
He had 2 sacks in that Super Bowl.
Yeah, one game because he knew he was on his way out.
Hey,
He was
however you
like, I
call it.
sucked last week.
We lost that game, didn't we? Though? I don't know,
I
man.
mean,
I was really disappointed by his play the whole time he was with us. He had his first game in, he looked okay, pretty good, had a couple of really good plays, and then the middle of the season he just disappeared.
Yeah, he took a
And
little vacation.
he
I'm
showed
not
up in
gonna
the Super Bowl and that's it.
I'm not gonna lie to you all, right? When I look at the 49ers roster, it almost makes sense for them to go back to the 3-4 defense.
I mean, we pretty much play a 3-4 scheme except for the way that they position the
They play
corners.
4-3. They play 4-3 with the 4 down linemen because they get the
Oh,
pressure
yeah,
with the
I'm
4.
sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, no, we play 4-3. But
But when you look at the
no, because
roster
then you're asking Bosa to drop into coverage too much.
on the
Yeah,
3-4,
Yeah, as a linebacker, because you're gonna have a nose guard and 2 tackles, and then no ends, just linebackers.
well,
It's
no,
gonna
you
be
have a
Bosa,
nose
and
guard and 2 ends,
it's
and then you
a
have
nose guard and 2 DTs, and then you have 2 outside
well,
linebacker edge rushers. That's how they
it's
play
not
Micah Parsons in Dallas. He's a linebacker, not a defensive end.
well. That's how they play him in that scheme.
Right.
But
I
that
just don't think that's strong. That's a strong scheme for Bosa and Michael Williams.
what I'm saying is not every 3-4 scheme is the same. Where you play 2, basically you're
Yep.
playing 3 defensive tackles.
Yeah, Bosa is good at running forward. He's not good at running backwards. So that'd be his issue. Or side to side.
We already
He's just
seen
a come
side to
at you
side. He
guy.
can't bring a quarterback down, so he ain't going to be
Yeah.
able to take down no running back or
Well, I'm not going
wide
to hold
receiver.
that one thing against him because he's obviously got 19 sacks in a year, so I can't just say that.
Once.
I mean, he got 9.5. He got 10 last year. He gets pressures.
He
But
does. His pressures are what are a big part of our scheme. But as a linebacker, I just don't think that's feasible for him.
And
You'd
they're not
almost want to
changing
put him on
anyway
the line 24/7 and stick somebody else on the outside.
he doesn't have to be a linebacker. I'm thinking of like Justice Smith and Ray McDonald with Ian Williams in the middle. And I'm telling you from a football standpoint, the 49ers can run a 3-4 or a 4-3.
Yep.
And I think
We
so.
need like
Personnel
5 more.
wise, they can.
We might need a few more linebackers though.
You have 4 linebackers. The whole purpose of the 3-4 defense is to take up those offensive linemen that free up the linebackers.
We need more than 4 because they can't play every down.
No, you don't need more than 4.
They can't play every down.
They can't play every down until proven so. You said Nicholas Batum, you want to see your guy get in? The quickest way to see him get in, hey, not you, but the other guy. What's the other guy, the Sports Illustrated guy? What's his name? With the long hair, what's his name? I forgot his name. He normally be on the podcast with us, Brian.
Long hair? Oh, you got me now.
Matt,
Oh, you mean
Matt.
Craig?
Matt.
Matt.
Matt don't have
Matt.
long hair.
No,
Yeah, he
Matt
does.
don't
C-Man.
have long hair. Craig, you're talking
Matt,
about
Fairly
Craig.
long hair. Fairly long.
Yeah, he has long
C-Man
hair.
had long hair, right?
Matt
No,
has long hair.
Matt does have
His
long hair.
hair's
I
like
never
down to
noticed.
here right now, bro.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's not
Matt has long hair. Yeah.
It's not long. It's like
Long
down
for a
here,
dude?
yeah.
Not Ryan Long.
No.
Or Craig Long. So Craig had long hair too, like me. So you're talking
Yeah.
about Matt? Yeah, you're talking about Matt. Okay.
So
I
look,
mean,
I
I
have
know
a
he wants
question.
Bethune to play, but I just think we need a little bit more depth if we're going to run a 4-3 because our scheme, we literally just stacked the defensive line for a 4-3.
True.
You know, if
True.
we're gonna switch to the 3-4, I think we would have needed to draft a little differently.
You got your guy in the middle. This is what I'm saying. When you have a lack of defensive linemen, which I think we do have like right now, you can run a 3-4. You could put you could put Fred Warner or either D Winters in the middle or the guy from Oklahoma State. You could put Bethune and you still got the Robinson. I can't remember his name. The 49ers signed a linebacker who I think towards ACL last year, early in free agency. I think his name Robinson.
We talked about him last time. Robinson is the receiver we picked up. I thought from
There's a receiver, but we signed a linebacker too.
We just talked about this guy last time. Now you got me because it's not Robinson. It's
Don't you hate having brain farts?
yeah, but like no. We just talked about this on the last show, man.
Yep.
Matt was here. He knows.
No, his name it's Trey. What's his last name? Dang it!
But he's coming off an ACL injury from last year.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. It's really irritating me. I can't think of
it. Look it up. Google it.
Google. All right,
and
whatever.
Then for the Robinson guy,
Google
what do you do? That guy's being suspended for what, 3 games?
Yeah.
Like, come on,
well,
man.
They haven't. I don't think they laid down the penalty yet, but
they're
expecting it. They're expecting it to be that many games, like 3, I think.
You got a DUI? Come on, bro.
I'm like, dude, you're making NFL money, man. Pay a driver.
Yes.
And
I'm looking at some more of this.
This is supposed to be our schedule before it gets released. It's supposed to be. So I hope that's what it is. I'm going to that Giants game. I'm going to that one no matter what. My wife knows that already.
Do you guys watch The Pig and the Pickle?
The Pig and the Pickle.
The Larry Krueger podcast.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I usually listen to Larry. Larry's a good listen.
He's a good listen.
And he used to be a scout at one point, so
okay.
Mm-hmm.
He was a scout. He was a scout for the CFL back in the day.
I know Ryan is big on Dave Lombardi.
Yes, sir, I am.
I listen to them all, man. I listen to Cohn, listen to Lombardi.
That's what I'm talking about. Somebody who listens to Grant Cohen like me, man. That's what I'm talking about.
I like that guy.
Grant's hilarious, man. He's the ultimate. He's a pot stirrer.
Bro, did you see the commercial that he has?
Grant
I'm going to bet more on Deebo Samuel because he's going to drop passes. I was like, this dude is
dude, that is so funny. It is so funny.
Niners.
He's going to punch a long snapper in the face, so I might just take a little bit more on Deebo Samuel.
I'm going to take more on that. Look, the best watch of the week for 49ers content is Lowell Cohn and Grant Cohn talking smack.
Oh man, they be so animated, bro. Be so fake mad. And I watch Rumbo too. Rumbo Sports. I don't know if you guys watch him.
Every once in a while. That long form, it's too long for me. I can't stay with it.
Yeah, he do
3 hour. They're talking for like
3 hour podcast. Like
him and Chapman, they're talking for like 3-4 hours. I'm like, I just can't hang that long.
I can't. Grant Cohn blocked me because I roasted his ass.
What about Coach Yak?
Coach Yak's good.
I follow him on Twitter, man. We bounce back and forth on Twitter.
Ryan Hensley, I think that's his name.
Yeah, I like Ryan. Ryan's all right.
You like Ryan?
It's just, he kind of plays into Grant's narratives a lot.
Coach Yak do too.
I know, and I'm like, and most of the time I'm cool with it, but and then you got Jesse Naylor too. Yep. He's decent most of the time. For 49ers content.
I like Dr. Disrespect. He's a huge 49er fan, man.
I don't even know who that is. I gotta check him out.
Oh, so look, video gamers. So my kids, they're Call of Duty, Warzone players. If you get on YouTube and look up Dr. Disrespect rants, oh, he's off the chain. But he be at 49ers game. He could throw the ball like 80 yards on the football field. Big 49ers fan. Dr. Disrespect. Big Call of Duty fan. He goes on rants, bro. Fortnite, Call of Duty. He's very funny, man. My kids put me on to him, so maybe you guys can check him out one day. Real big podcast. You get in with Dr. Disrespect, or I hate to say it, man, you can get in with Grant Cohen. He keeps the same rotation of people.
Yep.
He's very popular, man. And I call Grant Cohen Q&A. You say what you want to say about him. Grant Cohen is not like a fantasy 49er fan. If you're not playing good,
he calls it out.
Not only is he gonna roast you, he gonna roast you for 2 years straight. He's not gonna let up off of you.
Hey, think about everything he's been doing with Juszczyk.
Oh, he hates Juszczyk. His dad hates Juszczyk too, boy. Ooh.
Yeah, it just shows you don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Well, no,
I agree with Grant Cohen. Grant Cohen saying, "Hey, let's take the fullback out and let's go to a 3 wide receiver set." Like we are the only team.
We done took the fullback out for how long? He's been. We had our most success when he was more involved in the damn game.
Look, at the end of the season,
Juszczyk was one of our best weapons when we were actually giving him the ball. The dude toe taps on the sideline like it's nothing.
And then he freaking fumbled down freaking end zone.
Hey, one fumble?
Oh, that was last year.
But still, man, we needed it.
One fumble? Christian McCaffrey had more fumbles than Juszczyk since he's been here. So,
well, McCaffrey gets the ball more, so.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're talking about, a lot of carries versus few.
I'm saying I've seen a lot of games that Juszczyk's played in.
Now, I was really hoping when they cut him that Kittle was just going to jump into that role and it was just going to be good.
Kittle's not going to play fullback.
He was good on Baltimore.
I don't mean to play fullback. I just mean the motion stuff and all that. I just wanted Kittle doing that and not being stuck on the line of scrimmage so you could break him free and get him out in some pass patterns and catch some more balls. Because right now, he's the best receiver on the team.
Who?
Kittle.
He's been the best receiver on a team.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Usually your tight end's not your best receiver on your team. Usually you have a number one wide receiver. And I love Vernon Davis, man. When we had Vernon Davis
was the best wide receiver on the team.
When we had D-Love and Vernon.
Yes, he was.
What? Vernon Davis was better than Antoine Bolden as a receiver?
When he was on the team? On the team, yeah, you damn right.
Hell no. What?
When Bolden played for the 49ers, Vernon Davis was a better receiver on our team.
What? Hold on. What's in this alcohol bottle? Come on. Hold on. Wait a minute. Vernon Davis was a better receiver than Antoine Bolden?
For the 49ers, when he was on the 49ers, absolutely. He was the best receiver on our team for the whole time he was here.
He was faster. He was faster.
This is unbelievable.
More productive.
He was more productive than Antoine Bolden?
Yeah, I ain't talking about when he played for the Cardinals, bro.
I'm talking about when Vernon
Randy
Davis
Moss played for us too, and he didn't do shit. You know what I mean?
Man,
Randy Moss was done when he got to the 49ers.
Crabtree had a better season than Bolden when Bolden was here. And I fucking hate Crabtree.
What year was that? Which year was that?
I'll tell you something. Crabtree gets a bad rap.
He got
overdrafted. He got overdrafted.
No, he got a better rep.
I call him Michael Crabtree because that's exactly what he was.
You know
what?
He was a pile of crap.
He had a couple of good plays in college, and he got drafted too high.
He was overdrafted. Like if he was a second round pick, you would not think he was that horrible. He was just slow. He had great hands. He was slow.
He was a slot receiver. That's where he should have been the whole time he was on the team. He wasn't ever there.
I blame Alex Smith because Alex Smith threw the ball to running backs and tight ends more than he threw to wide receivers.
And Vernon Davis was
I
getting
blame Alex
past
Smith.
all the
Now,
defenders and catching the
Alex
ball.
Smith threw a great seam ball, and guess who was always running in the seam? Vernon Davis.
Vernon Davis was not a top tight end in the league under Alex Smith. I'm sorry. He was never. Vernon
He
Smith was
was the
never a
most
top tight
productive
end in the
player
league.
on our offense besides Frank Gore the whole time he was on the team.
Delaney Walker was a
I love
better tight
Delaney.
end to me personally than Vernon Davis.
D Love was a better, like Vernon was probably a better athlete. D Love was probably a better football player.
I love
That's what I'm
Delaney
saying.
Walker.
Vernon
I love
Davis a
Delaney
better receiver
Walker.
than Antoine
I
Bolden.
loved watching them two play together.
It was beautiful. I
It
love
was
when both those
beautiful.
guys were
It
on the
was
team.
beautiful. I hate that Delaney Walker left. I don't want to compare the two, but Vernon Davis, by far, the whole time he was with our team, he was the best player on the field on offense besides Frank
Hell
Gore.
no. No,
Period.
He was
sir.
probably the best. He was probably the
No,
best athlete.
sir.
I'd say he was the best
Besides
athlete.
Frank Gore, he was the best player on the field.
He was not better than Antoine Bolden as a receiver. No, sir.
And
I can't give it that.
Antoine Bolden did not produce like he did in Arizona when he was here.
Because he was old.
Okay, but
It
that's my
wasn't that.
point.
No.
No,
He didn't play.
Look up the stats.
He wasn't the same Anquan Bolden when
No,
he
he
played
wasn't.
for us.
No, he
1,000-yard
still had great
receiver.
hands.
He was still
still had
was a
great
So was
1,000-yard
hands.
Vernon
receiver.
Davis.
What year did Vernon Davis go for 1,000 yards? I want to see it. And I'm on my phone, so I can't go to another website.
I can't pull it. I can't
You
pull
know
it
what?
either.
But I got a work iPad. Go Army. You know what? We got a work iPad. I'm about to look up Vernon Davis stats right now. Because there ain't no way you're going to tell me Vernon Davis was a better wide receiver than Antoine Bolden.
Oh, it's because everybody remembers that Vernon post play too. So
No, Antoine Bolden still had over 1,000 yards receiving even when he got on the 49ers.
Anquan was really great contested ball guy because he wasn't the fastest dude, but great hands and really good contested ball guy.
Vernon Davis stats.
Vernon didn't have great hands because he was a body catcher. He always caught the ball with his chest and then kind of sucked it in. But he when he got the ball, he was so damn fast. I think he was a 4.5 guy out of college or even faster.
Vernon Davis never had a season over 1,000 yards receiving.
I didn't think so.
His best season of yards wise, 965 yards in 2009.
Yep.
Now he had 13 touchdowns that year. That's his best season, 2009.
Yep.
Never had 1,000 yards. He only got 7,500 yards for his total. It was his career.
09. Who was the quarterback that year? Was that the JT O'Sullivan year?
No, it's Alex Smith.
That's Alex Smith? Okay, I couldn't remember.
Yeah, he got drafted in 05. That's Alex Smith.
No, I know, but Alex got bounced in and out of the lineup a lot depending on who was coaching at the time too. It wasn't until he got hurt. He got hurt a couple times.
Who was
got his
coaching
shoulders
at that
blown.
time?
Got his shoulder blown up when Anthony Davis missed the block against the Panthers.
I think that was Mike Singletary. Mike Nolan. It definitely was it had to be Mike Singletary at that time.
2010.
Well, 2009 was his best season statistically.
Vernon.
965 yards.
Yeah, which is like
13 touchdowns. Antoine Bolden stats. Let's look at
with Sean. His best season was 1,016 yards.
Who?
For us.
Oh, I'm about to say he had 1,600 for Arizona.
How many times did I say I ain't talking about when he played for Arizona? I'm not comparing him
about for the 49ers.
When he played for the 49ers, he wasn't even as good as Crabtree, and Crabtree's terrible.
2013, he had 1,179 yards receiving, 7 touchdowns. He had 1,062 yards. 2014, 789, and then 584. Vernon Davis has never had 1,000-yard rush. 1,000-yard
tight
receiver.
end, bro. He had 900 yards plus.
Antoine Bolden had 1,100 yards plus.
Anquan Bolden was running on the outside, and he was the only guy able to catch the damn ball.
Yeah,
and he wasn't running no 1,400, 1,500 yards.
2013, who the 49ers have in 2013? 2013, they had Randy Moss, maybe.
Kaepernick, Randy Moss, Michael Crabtree.
Kyle Williams, maybe.
No, Kyle Williams is gone by then.
Oh, I'm about to look it up right now. 49ers roster 2013.
Kyle Williams is gone by then.
I know one thing: Vernon Davis was no better receiver than Antoine Bolden.
Yeah,
I
better
do know
hands.
that.
I promise you.
I do know that. 49ers roster 2013. That's the year they lost to Seattle. No, they
One of
lost
the
to
years we
Baltimore in the
lost to
Super Bowl.
Seattle.
Yeah, lost Baltimore.
Yeah.
Lost to
2013. We
Baltimore.
lost the 2013 Super Bowl was the 2012 season, but 2013 was when the Super Bowl was played. The 2013
Yes.
season was the 2014 Super Bowl Seattle went to.
Yep.
That's when
The game started in the season started in 2013.
what Richard Sherman say? Don't never try me with no sorry receiver like Michael Crabtree.
It was mediocre receiver, mediocre. That dude was never gonna be a game changer for us ever.
Okay, let's see here. Michael Crabtree, Antoine Bolden. They don't show the depth chart. Colin Kaepernick started, Frank Gore, Bruce Miller.
Was it Dante Pettis? No. Who was that one guy?
Please
Who's
don't
that
be
one
in.
guy?
Jonathan Goodwin. That's a good name. Haven't heard it
Yeah,
in a long time. Glenn
I know we
Dorsey.
had. I know we had
Glenn
Ginn
Dorsey
for
is
a
a
few
good
years.
name.
We had Ted Ginn for a few years. He tried to play.
Terrell Brown.
Terrell Brown from here. That's my dude.
Hmm.
South Oak Cliff, dog.
We had Jonathan Baldwin.
Yeah.
Huh, I don't remember that.
Guys, I gotta
That's
freaking go, man. I'm sorry, I gotta go. I've been on here
all
for
right.
an hour and 40 minutes. I gotta run. I gotta get up. I gotta do timesheets and schedules, and I haven't done none of that yet.
Come on, Jake. It's midnight here in Connecticut.
Yeah, I know, man.
It's all good, Jake, man.
It's
Go ahead,
11
bro.
here.
I gotta
All
close
right,
it down
later.
anyway. In 5 minutes, I
Jake,
close
good
it
to see
down
you,
anyway.
man.
They're on, Jake, man. They're on, bro.
Good to see you. Have a good night.
Yeah.
All right, man. Holla at y'all.
All right, man. You take care, guys. Have a good night, okay? Good
You
night.
too.
Yeah.
You too, guys. Later on.
Have a good one.
You too.
Mhm.
You too. Okay. All right. Now, that was just in time too. All right. Yeah, that was a great show. Okay, I gotta admit, and I appreciate everybody who came on here. Okay, of course, I definitely want to give a shout out to Dion, Jake, and Rich coming on here. And I know Carcast was with me when I was doing the Faithful Empire. If everybody was following the Reddit Gold 24/7 for the last couple of years, he was with. He actually came on the show a few times and did it with a couple of people with me. So I knew who he was, and that's why he asked me if he wanted to come on the show. And I said, "Yeah, come on in, man. Anybody can join this show anytime they want." Okay. The link is inside the description of the comment section. All you have to do is just go in there and hit it and come on in. So it's really easy to do. It's really fun. Enjoy doing it. So, but yeah, and definitely want to give a shout out to Craig Seaman, AKA Seaman, and of course he is the GM and the GD. Okay, so and plus he's responsible for our new logo we got. So he made it by scratch. So basically, that was our show tonight. So please hit the like and smash the like and subscribe, please. Okay, we help the channel out. All right. I thank you so much for everybody for joining up and watching. I know we had almost 50 people. 50 people. And thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much. Bottom of my heart. All right. And we'll definitely be back probably by either Wednesday or Friday. So just please turn on notifications. That way, when we go live, you'll get the ring and have the bell go off. And plus, I want to give a shout out, of course, to my wife. I know she's been watching the whole show. And we will be doing our show tomorrow night and Tuesday night. As far as we know, we'll be doing that. It's MM in a box. All right, it's all about music and movies and movies and music. So we do quizzes and all that stuff on it. So All right, I just want to let you know about it, okay? It's called MM Minute Box. Look on YouTube, and you'll see us on there, okay? We will probably be going live between 10:30, like we do on here, 10:30 Eastern, 9:30 Central, and of course 7:30 Pacific. Okay, so we have fun on there. It's all about fun. It's all about family and quizzes. That's what we do. All right, same thing we do here, really. So, but like I said, this was the 2025 NFL Draft completion of our 49ers draftees and undraftees. All right, so I hope you guys enjoy our players, enjoy the interviews and everything that we got, and hopefully we'll begin more interviews from the new players when they come in. So, all right. So please, like I said, please smash the like and hit the subscribe button. And we will be back as soon as possible whenever, we get free time. Okay? All right, guys. Have a great night. And like I always say, keep the faith and never lose hope. All right, guys. Peace out. Later on. Later.
Red and gold, red and gold.